You are listening to the Silent Siege, Life and Teachings of Ramana Maharshi, a podcast of stillness, stories, and self inquiry. Welcome back to the Silent Siege. In our last episode, we met Ramana Maharshi, a being who radiated pure awareness. Today, we witness the moment of awakening, a transformation that occurred not in a temple or forest, but in a quiet room of a 16-year-old boy. Venkataramana was a typical schoolboy living in Madurai. He enjoyed sports. He was not deeply religious, but something stirred within him, a subtle fear of death. Not fear from danger, but an inner tremor, a quiet confrontation with mortality that came uninvited. Then, one ordinary afternoon in 1896, it happened. He suddenly felt a wave of intense fear, a deep sensation: I am going to die. But instead of panicking, he became curious. He laid down on the floor, stretched out like a dead body, held his breath, and watched. The body is dying. It will be carried away. But what dies? Not I. I am not the body. I am the consciousness that observes it. In that moment, he passed beyond death, beyond body, beyond thought. He awakened into the self, silent, unmoving, eternal. He later said, I had no theory, no teacher, but the self revealed itself naturally. From that day forward, the old identity was gone. He lost interest in school, family duties, ambitions. He sat for hours in deep silence, inwardly absorbed. The world could not understand it, but something vast had happened, and it would guide his every step. Fear of death made me dive into myself, and I emerged as the immortal self. A quote from Ramana. To feel that silence, that depth, close your eyes for a moment. ask, what if I am not this body, not this thought, not this story? What remains is awareness, the witness, the silence beneath the mind. Stay with that. Now open your eyes gently and swiftly. Feel the presence, the selfness. Ramana Maharshi was awakened not by scriptures, not by rituals, but by death itself. And through death, he found life beyond form. In our next episode, we follow him to the sacred mountain Arunachala, the divine call that shaped the rest of his life. Thank you for listening. Subscribe and continue this sacred journey. Until then, be still, be aware, be that. Om Shri Arunachaleshwaraya Namaha. This has been The Silent Sage. If the silence touched you, stay with it. Subscribe and journey inward.